Abroach, adverb, see broach. Broached, letter out or yielding liquor, or in a posture for letting out, as a cask is a broach. Figuratively used by Shakespeare for setting loose, or in a state of being diffused, set mischief abroach, but this sense is unusual. Abroad, adverb abroad. See broad in a general sense, at large, widely, not confined to narrow limits. Hence. 1. In the open air. 2. Beyond or out of the walls of a house, as to walk abroad. 3. Beyond the limits of a camp. Deu 23:10. 4. Beyond the bounds of a country, in foreign countries, as to go abroad for an education. We have broils at home and enemies abroad. 5. Extensively, before the public at large. He began to blaze abroad the matter. Mark 1:45. Est 1. 6. Widely, with expansion, as a tree spreads its branches abroad.
Abrogate, v.t. elabrago, to repeal.
From ab and rogo, to ask or propose. See the English Reach. Class RG. To repeal, to annul by an authoritative act, to abolish by the authority of the maker or his successor, applied to the repeal of laws, decrees, ordinances, the abolition of established customs and abrogated, pp. Repealed, annulled by an act of authority. Abrogating, ppr. Repealing by authority, making void.
Hey, I know, I'm interrupting your words. Thank you for sharpening your mind. And I just want to invite you to the secret videos that I'm posting in the description of this video. I do exactly what I'm challenging y'all to do as well. I am taking a word and I'm doing a sentence on it. And I would like to use one of y'all's sentences as y'all drop it in the comments. I would like to see you there. Thank you for sharpening y'all's minds. I appreciate it. We can rule the world with words. Promise you. Has been done and it can.
Abrogation, n. The act of abrogating, a repeal of authority of the legislative power. Abrood, adverb, see brood, in the action of brooding. Not in use.
Abrood ing, n. A sitting abroad.
Not in use.
Abrook, v.t. To brook, to endure.
Not in use. See brook.
Abrotinum, n. A species of plant arranged under the genus Artemisia, called also southern wood. Abrupt, a.l. abruptus, from abrumpo, to break off, of ab and rumpo.
See rupture. 1. Literally, broken off, or broken short. Hence. 2. Steep, craggy, applied to rocks, precipices and the like. 3. Figuratively, sudden, without notice to prepare the mind for the event, as an abrupt entrance and address. 4. Unconnected, having sudden transitions from one subject to another, as an abrupt style. 5. In botany, an abrupt pinnate leaf is one which has neither leaflet, nor intral at the end.
Abrupt, n. A chasm or gulf with steep sides.
Over the vast abrupt. This use of the word is infrequent. Abruptly, adverb suddenly, without giving notice, or without the usual forms, as, the minister left France abruptly. Abruptness, n. 1. A state of being broken, craggedness, steepness. 2. Figuratively, suddenness, unceremonious haste or vehemence.
Abscess, n. l. Abscessus, from abincato, to go from.
An impostium. A collection of morbid matter, or pus in the cellular or adipose membrane, matter generated by the suppuration of an inflammatory tumor. Abscind, vt. l. Abscindo, to cut off. Little used.
Absciss, n. l. Abscissus, from abincindere, to cut, see scissors.
In conics, a part of the diameter, or transverse axis of a conic section, intercepted between the vertex or some other fixed point, and a semiordinate. Abscission, n. See absciss. 1. A cutting off, or a begin cut off. In surgery, the separation of any corrupted or useless part of the body, by a sharp instrument, applied to the soft parts, as amputation is to the bones and flesh of a limb. 2. In rhetoric, a figure of speech, when having begun to say a thing, a speaker stops abruptly, as supposing the matter sufficiently understood. Thus, he is a man of so much honor and candor, and such generosity, but I need say no more.
Abscond, V-I-L, abscondo, to hide, of abscondo, to hide, i.e., to withdraw, or to thrust aside or into a corner or secret place.
1. To retire from public view, or from the place in which one resides or is ordinarily to be found, to withdraw, or absent oneself in a private manner, to be concealed, appropriately, used of persons who secrete themselves to avoid a legal process. 2. To hide, withdraw or be concealed, as the marmot absconds in winter. Little used. Abscond n. One who withdraws from public notice, or conceals himself from public view. Abscond ing, ppr. Withdrawing privately from public view, as, an absconding debtor, who confines himself to his apartments, or absents himself to avoid the ministers of justice. In the latter sense, it is properly an adjective.
Absence, n. L. Absence, from absum, abes, to be away, absum.
1. A state of being at a distance in place, or not in company. It is used to denote any distance indefinitely, either in the same town, or country, or in a foreign country, and primarily supposes a prior presence. Speak well of one in his absence. 2. Want, destitution, implying no previous presence. In the absence of conventional law. 3. In law, non-appearance, a not being in court to answer. 4. Heedlessness, inattention to things present. Absence of mind is the attention of the mind to a subject which does not occupy the rest of the company, and which draws the mind from things or objects which are present, to others distant or foreign. Absent, a. 1. Not present, not in company, at such a distance as to prevent communication. It is used also for being in a foreign country. A gentleman is absent on his travels. Absent from one another. Gen 3149. 2. Heedless, inattentive to persons present, or to subjects of conversation in company. An absent man is uncivil to the company. 3. In familiar language, not at home, as, the master of the house is absent. In other words, he does not wish to be disturbed by company.
Absent, v.t. To depart to such a distance as to prevent intercourse, to retire or withdraw, to forbear to appear in presence, used with the reciprocal pronoun.
Let a man absent himself from the company. Absentee, n. One who withdraws from his country, office or estate, one who removed to a distant place or to another counter. Absent n. One who absents himself. Absinthium, a. From absinthium, of the nature of wormwood. Absinthium, n. Budæus in his commentaries on Theophrast, supposes the word composed of a private delight, so named from its bitterness. But it may be an oriental word. The common wormwood, a bitter plant, used as a tonic. A species of Artemisia.